So Connect is the next evolution of Facebook platform. It's a way to introduce into a third-party website the social graph and to use information on that third-party site and share it with your friends more effectively and efficiently. That's the core of what we're trying to do. But importantly for the privacy by design movement, it has built into it this concept of dynamic privacy, where as you change things and share things, you're given real-time control over what you're sharing and with whom. People set their privacy preferences on Facebook, and all Connect sites have to respect those preferences. That's a core part of playing in that game. We think that that's a critical part of allowing people to develop more trust in the internet and the way that it works.
You know, it's very interesting. It's an example of what I'm calling a federated system, where increasingly with privacy in the clouds, identity management will be federated, meaning if you deal with multiple organizations, you authenticate your identity at the entry point with the first group you're dealing with. So let's say that's Facebook. Then from that point on, Facebook interacts with the others and manages your identity so that you don't have to keep repeating your name, your address, all the particular credentials involved. It's an idea that I think is going to be growing in terms of cloud management. Increasingly, more and more of your transactions will be managed in this federated manner. You will sign on for the first time, single sign-on, and then you have to rest assured that your identity is being protected and it will remain secure.
The core lesson from Beacon is that you have to give users control over their information. And what we did, we didn't do it adequately, and we corrected that quickly. But in the meantime, it wasn't users didn't understand what was happening in that situation, and we needed to make sure that it's crystal clear in any further implementation of third-party websites and sharing information with Facebook that users understand exactly what's going on. We set rules and enforce them for third-party developers, and that's a very important thing. The most important rule that we set is that third-party developers have to be clear with users what information they're collecting and why. And I think you'll see us implement more clarity around that over time. Well, but the number one rule is that third-party applications and any third-party site needs to be very clear with users about what they're collecting and what they're doing with data. That's the rule from which all other rules flow. We then have enforcement power to even pull application keys if developers choose not to obey those rules. There have been more than 1,000 that we've blocked at one time or another.